Alright, who would have guessed? It's another video of me talking about the elite summons. So, I think now more than ever, it's, I guess, an appropriate time, I would say, to talk about elite summons after just the absolute shit show that was the anniversary and annual release event. So, earlier this morning, there was a conversation going around in the Discord, and more than a couple people said, I didn't spend on the annual event, and I'm gonna go free to play on this game since the annual event, just because I think the sort of terminology they used was you could see the greed, and yeah, you can. Increasing or doubling the sort of rewards needed to get the bonuses, these things right here. It's usually half of that. So doubling that. They say they didn't decrease the rates. I am a little skeptical of that, but if they say they didn't, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm willing to do that. However, it feels like they decreased the rates. And just overall, elite summons, for multiple reasons, are just garbage. I think the main takeaway for me, and sort of why I've been pushing for the removal of elite summons, simply because, and it's getting more and more obvious, more and more people are talking about it, people are fed up with elite summons. This system is not any good. And I'll say it before, I said it before, I'll say it again. Go back to the hero release, like strategy or whatever, go back to the way that Icarus was released. If you're not aware of how Icarus was released, it was through these premium summons, and after, I think it was 300 was the pity timer? I'm not sure. I think it was 300. Basically, after 300 summons, if you didn't get an Icarus, the game would be like, that sucks, man. Your RNG kind of shit, but there you go. And once you hit the pity timer, it would reset. Now, there are multiple reasons why I think this is better. But the main one, if they're focused on profit, which their company, revenue is huge for any company. Whales will be whales. They don't care what the system is or whatever. Whales will be whales. They will buy premium scrolls to get the new hero. So you're already going to have sort of the whales that don't really care. They're just like, hey, whatever, blah. Money. But you're also hitting more targets, a wider audience, per se, if you do the premium summons. Because, sort of down here, when Icarus was released, right around, honestly, right around her cooch, there was a thing that said, like, 0 to 300. And you clicked on it, and it would be like, hey, this is a pity. If you don't get it, we'll give it to you. So with that, low spenders or new players to the game, or even people who haven't seen one before, sort of, they'll have that almost eureka moment and go, wait, if I spend this money, I'm guaranteed copies. So you're going to hit the whale audience, you're going to hit people who may not spend all that much, but with the pity and just the guaranteed copies, they'll be more willing to spend. You'll also be hitting, for example, players like me, who, obviously this isn't official, but if they go back to the system, I'll just be saving up scrolls. I'm never going to do scroll events outside of hero releases. But if you're releasing it through premium scrolls, someone like me will be more likely, and I know just because I am like this, if I needed like 100 scrolls, to like guarantee the last copy of the hero, I would spend that money. 100%. Right? If I needed 100 and I wasn't going to get it within the week, and, you know, that was the last copy to 13 star, whatever, 100% I would spend that money. And I think there are people like me out there that would go, shit, I'm really close, but I'm not going to get it, you know, before the end of the week. I'll just drop, you know, $60, $70 into Summon Scrolls, and there you go. So, just all in all, I think the target audience you're hitting by having the hero release event, the same as Icarus, you're hitting more audiences, and overall, just at its core, I think it's better for player retention. Because, like I said earlier, there are people who have said, I'm going free to play, you can see the greed. And I think a lot of that was due to the elite summons. So I'm going to personally keep pushing for the removal of elite summons until they're removed. And hopefully we can just forget that they existed. Kind of like the stall meta. That was really huge. Like, that was the meta for like, 4 months? Like 4 or 5 months? And now people are just kind of like, they just don't want to acknowledge it. They're like, yeah, we'll just, you know, forget that ever happened. And I think we can do the same with elite summons. You know? Just sort of push it to the back of our mind and just be like, yeah, we'll just forget about that chapter of the game. Again, similar to the stall meta. So, that's all I really want to say. I really, really hope the elite summons are removed. Just to be brutally honest, I'm slowly losing my faith in this company, and I was already sort of on the decline, and then the Anula event happened, and I just I'm very, very close to just quitting. I want to keep playing this game. I do think there's potential, but again, if elite summons stay in the game, I think there's going to be a lot less just dedicated players, new players willing to stay around. Just a severely lowered player population. But yeah, that's it.